Welcome back to the show. I am really excited to start the first part of a new series called the Without the Hysteria series. If you have recently checked out privatepracticeworkshop.com, you will see in big bold letters on the homepage, practice building without the hysteria. So I developed that into a tagline. Over some time of kind of thinking about what makes me different, what is it that I'm really after here, and how do I want to serve therapists? And the way that I want to serve therapists is teaching you ways to leverage your business, leverage different ways of building your business, and also not overwhelming you. So kind of coming back to this theme or staying consistent with this theme, I'm developing this new series called the Without the Hysteria series, and today we are kicking it off with email marketing. So I'm glad you're here, and let's dive in. Let's start by talking about why email marketing. And if you know me, you know that I always want you to know why you're doing something in your practice and your business. Too many therapists are out there choosing to do things without really knowing why. So a good example would be social media, or being on Twitter, or spending a lot of time on your Facebook page, but not really knowing why. So as with all things, I want you to first of all know why email marketing before you just dive in and do it and add something else to your plate. Some reasons to do it are, number one, that people are sitting there, most people are sitting there in their inbox every single day, and so having an open invitation into their inbox is a real opportunity to grow your connection with them. Over time of growing that connection, growing that rapport and trust with them, you will have an opportunity to create a sale or some sort of conversion using your list. So beyond the purposes of just building that trust and creating conversions, it's also about brand recognition. So just keeping your business in the minds of people, and kind of staying in the consciousness of people in your community. It's a great way to even stay engaged with the people who already come to you, who already are kind of paying customers or paying clients. So there's a lot of different reasons to leverage email marketing. It's also free, or pretty close to free until you grow your list past a certain size. So I think that's just one more reason to add it to what you're doing with your marketing in the overall picture of your marketing. So now that we've talked about why email marketing, let's talk about choosing a platform. And I know a lot of people probably get stuck here. So rather than just outright telling you to choose, a certain platform, I want to help you make that decision for yourself. You're probably seeing a theme here in a lot of my content, which is I really want you to be an informed consumer of everything you're doing in your business, and especially when it comes to your marketing. So I think the way to choose an email marketing platform is figure out what are the different features that are out there, which ones do you need, and then which platform seems easy to use for you. Now, a lot of them offer free trials, so you can start a trial with some different companies and try out some different platforms and see what you like, see what you don't like, and kind of go from there. I would err on the side of simplicity if I were you, in trying to find a platform that has just enough for what you need right now. You could outgrow that software at some point if you get more serious about email marketing, so it is completely fine to make that switch later, and to decide, hey, I'm going to I'm just decided to switch to a more advanced platform where that has some more advanced features. That's totally fine. It's not the end of the world. It's very easy to do, and I've done it a number of times. So find what works for you. Try out a couple of the most popular platforms, and then just go with that one. It's probably going to be good enough for now, good enough to get you started. All right, we've talked about why email marketing, how to choose a platform, and now we'll talk about number 3, lead magnets, or how to build your actual subscriber list. A lead magnet is just something that you give away in exchange for people signing up for your email list. The most common lead magnet is probably a PDF of some sort, a quick, 7-step checklist for better SEO or something like that, or improving your Google My Business listing. The best way to come up with a lead magnet is to think about what is a question that my clients often have, And then through that lead magnet, answer that question. All right, so you might just spend a little time thinking about that before you develop the actual lead magnet. Your lead magnet could also be, or could alternatively be, something like a premium video series, or it could be a video recording of you doing a guest lecture somewhere. So that would be a really good example of kind of repurposing your content. It could be something out there that you've already done, and you want to offer that as kind of a piece of some incentive for people to sign up for your email list. You should have that position somewhere on your website, obviously somewhere prominent. I'm not going to go into all the different types of pop-ups and bars and stuff like that, but find something that works for you. Make sure it's not too overly obnoxious. Make sure it's something that you would click on if you were on your own website, and then go from there. So get it installed onto your website, have it connected with your email marketing account, and then test it a few times to make sure that when new subscribers are downloading the PDF, that they're actually getting the PDF and they're actually getting onto the email list. All right, so we've talked about how to build that list, or a couple ways to build that list. I should add one more thing. Another easy way to add to your list is simply with the people who are your current clients and the people who are your new clients. So you do need to get their permission somehow to add them to your list, but you might just have a box on your intake paperwork that says, we'd like to add your email address to our list, and you can tell them that they can always opt out later if they'd like. Hopefully you serve them so well in your email list that they don't want to opt out, but we'll talk about that here in a second. So lots of different ways to do it, and I recommend having a couple different ways that people can end up on your email list. All right, number 4. How to engage with your email list. Okay, so if you have an email list, it's only doing you any good if you are engaging it and engaging it consistently. So sending out, one message every 6 months or every 3 months or something is just not doing you any good. So do not be afraid to use your email list. People get really afraid of getting unsubscribed to their list, or people opting out of their list. That is totally fine. That just means that you're getting closer to a group of people and a following of people who really want to hear what you have to say. And the people who are less relevant are going elsewhere. So we have no problems with that. In terms of the frequency of how often to send out to your email list, it varies, but I think, again, do it consistently. If you're doing a monthly kind of message or a monthly newsletter, then do it monthly and call it a monthly newsletter. If it's weekly, you could get clever and have like a feel-good Friday message that goes out every Friday or something like that. I just made that up, obviously, but you could use it if you want. I don't care. But again, do it consistently. Find a cadence that works for you and one that you can stick to and really commit to. No surprise here, but I recommend batching your email campaigns that are going to be sent out. So maybe doing it at the beginning of the month and having it scheduled to send out, every Tuesday for this month. So you can just do it, set it, be done with it. In terms of what you send out to your email list, that can vary as well, but an easy place to start is sending out your most recent blog post. And it could be a 3-sentence email. And in fact, I prefer these short emails. Something like, hey, hope you're having a good week. Have you checked out our most popular blog post about how to help your child with ADHD? Something like that. Click here to read more. So in that email, you should have some sort of call to action, just like we do with building a web page. Have some sort of call to action, but you want to deliver some value so that they appreciate it, so that you are actually building that rapport with them. You want to have a clear call to action, and you want to do this all consistently. You could do more newsletter style, engagement, where it's like some updates about your practice, or you might want to promote a new counselor that you just hired for your practice, or maybe an event that you're going to be having soon, or a couples retreat, or something like that. So figure out what works. Figure out how you want to engage your list, but again, serve them, make it relevant to them, and also don't be afraid to ask something of them or promote something in particular with that list. All right, we flew through that, so hopefully I didn't induce hysteria, but if I did, you can relax, take a breath, do some mindfulness, maybe take a walk, or maybe decide that email marketing isn't for you and you want to come back to it or not do it right now. That's totally cool as well. But I hope you got enough information today to get started, again, to know why you're doing it, to be a thoughtful and informed consumer of all of this stuff, and to ultimately make the best decision you can for your business. So there you go. If you want to learn more about email marketing, head to privatepracticeworkshop.com, and on the homepage I actually have the email marketing workshop, which is an online course, absolutely free, that'll go a little bit deeper into some of this stuff. Yeah, that's it. That's all there is for this week. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.